Welcome back to Golf with Your Friends.
Hello.
That's us.
What up?
We are the friends.
And we're playing the Halloween Forest today.
Ooh, but it's not Halloween.
Wow, I like to continue Halloween
I
right
can't
up
believe
until
you would do that.
December 24th.
Really? It's
Yeah, why not?
Just continuous spooky season for you.
Why not?
What's the scariest thing that would scare you on Halloween? Mine would be, I don't know,
Like a meteor?
getting some sort of horrible illness report that really just says I'm going to die.
Would that scare you, would it? Would there not be
think
a
it
slight
would-
sense of relief, Ross?
Yeah, maybe.
Finally.
You're like,
There would be a small sense of relief, but then also just like, it depends on what it is and how
how painful it is.
long I have to go through it.
It's going to be a long and arduous illness.
Quite
We definitely did this before.
A real horror. Well, this map, I feel like
It was an
feels
insane
familiar.
shot. We might have done
We've done it before.
All right.
Well, anyway,
Do you think people will want? Do you think people care that we've done this before?
well, we should be better at it. If we don't
Okay.
if we don't get better scores,
We
then
want everyone to go back to the last one and judge it. Oh, it might have been members. I can't remember.
You can't.
That's true.
I can't remember.
Oh.
But you can. Oh, hole in one!
Well, that is better. I'm
Did you
sure
like dunk it?
you did.
I dunked it, yeah.
Damn.
I am a dunker. What do you dunk best?
Buddy.
Bourbons.
I like to dunk chocolate-covered digestives.
Not hobnobs? Because I like a
Hobnobs.
hobnob too.
They're-
The OT crunch.
Yeah,
Oh, grow
hobnobs. I've tried. This is the max. I've maxed out my
maximum
growth
grown.
stat. Unless I do some stretching, like spine stretching.
You feel like you got to the shrinking stage already? You've stopped.
It's more posture now, isn't it? And then you start hunching
yeah.
over as you get older. And then you end up like those old guys with the heads dangling
Mention it.
kind of near their belly.
Oh, the horrible scoliosis.
Yeah. I'm worried when my boobs are going to be on my belly as well.
Really?
Yeah, that's going to be a shit time for me, I think.
You think that's going to happen?
Yeah. Does it not happen to every guy?
You don't have like no, it doesn't.
What? I thought it happened to every guy.
Boobs on your belly.
Yeah, and you have to shave your belly hair to stop the nipples rubbing against the hair.
What the fuck have you been taught?
That is horrific.
That sounds insane.
Sounds like you guys need to learn a bit more about the human body.
I've seen
what's gonna
my
happen.
father's 70-something-year-old body and no, his nipples are not touching any of the hair on his belly.
Yeah, and your nipples grow to about 3 or 4 inches long. Right?
Little question.
I think you've been targeted
quick
by a lot of
question for you,
misinformation.
Alex.
Yeah.
Why were you? How could you see your 70-year-old granddad's
My dad's.
naked body? Oh, your dad's.
Oh, you're concerned.
That's all right then.
Where he might have
I
exposed
dug
himself to you.
I dug
or-
my 2 grandfathers up. Actually, I couldn't dig one of them up. At least one of them got cremated. I'm not sure what happened to the
hell.
other one. I was too young. But and I checked their nips. In true Halloween
let's see a
style.
nip. Let's catch a nip. Show us your nipple.
Yeah, it looks just like mine actually. No
God,
hair,
they're
not-
red.
Not sagging.
Bloody hell, they're red. Should they be so red? How red are your nipples?
They're pretty vibrant, I'd say. Actually, no, they're more on the duller side.
Oh,
Trolls look like
I wish I had ghost
legitimately like
nips.
pepperonis.
I can't remember the last time I saw. It must have been when we went swimming sometime. But
Probably.
That
what
when
kind
we
of
were-
pepperonis?
You didn't have pepperoni. You didn't have nipples, did you, Ross?
No, I
You had to
wasn't
have them,
born with
didn't you?
nipples.
You had to
You
have
weren't born with nipples.
I had them tattooed on.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool as hell.
And they still fucked it up.
They were not symmetrical.
They had to do another one really close to the left one.
A third one?
I've got a third drawn on nipple.
God.
Yeah. But I think it's important to show nip sometimes. You know, you've got to show a bit of nip.
It's good to remind people that nip exists.
I think everyone should be able to show their nipples.
Okay.
Like, I think it's weird that there are rules against some nipples and others. I mean, why can't we show our nipples?
Because
I'm showing you my nipples right now.
Western society's weirdly
You just can't
prudish
see.
about nudity but not violence.
Most of society's pretty prudish about.
no one
most,
cares about nipples anymore, I don't think.
Are we
Nipples are
talking
boring.
high society? Like,
I think most people are
You
bored-
can't
bored of nipples.
monetize it if it's not taboo. You know?
is that, that's your theory.
I think it's capitalism that's covered the nip.
Do you think so?
I think so because there's a model in place for it being taboo and hidden,
Yeah.
and unveiling it is a paywall essentially.
Do you think there was ever a time in your life where you thought if looking at a nipple could get you off?
Absolutely, yeah.
But like on its own.
Just
If you were literally looking,
isolated.
if you had a picture of an
No.
isolated nipple on its
No.
own, No context of where it's from.
No, it needs context.
Do you think that's a sexy image?
No.
Okay.
I don't think I think that becomes a kink.
Because that maybe. Because I feel like on its own, like, you're at risk.
Is there a bulldog clip on it or anything?
If you finish and then you like look at it and then it zooms out and it's like, oh no. And it's just like, some dude's hairy nipple. You didn't realise.
It's your own nipple.
You thought, God. And then, if anything, what you realised and learned then was how powerful your imagination is.
Would you ban porn, Ross?
Would I ban it?
Yeah.
What? Any porn? No. Why? Should I? I think it's kind of been banned anyway, isn't it, in this country? Fucking hell.
Strangling has. Strangulation.
No, I think that was actually the Tories who brought that in. Before we start fact-checking everyone.
Christ.
I just like funny rhyming names for politicians.
It is quite, it's entertaining, isn't it? And that's what I want from a politician.
How many months
None of this
left?
boring fuddy-duddy stuff.
Yeah. How many months left do you think Keir has?
I don't know.
I think Keir's in the clear.
I don't think Keir's in the clear at all.
It's all clear with Keir.
Steer from Keir, I think.
I don't know. It doesn't matter who's in power. They'll always be shit. And they'll always be, fucking prick. No one's ever happy with anyone really in power. I mean, you saw what happened to this truss. They compared it to a lettuce.
I think that's been a trend recently, but I don't think that's been
recently.
Bastard,
how long do you consider recent?
My lifetime.
That is pretty recent, I suppose.
I think there was a time maybe when prime ministers were held to a higher standard and respected for it.
Right, of course, yeah. Being held to a higher standard.
I think they probably had a higher standard of behaviour half the time as well.
God, what?
I do, honestly.
You think they're one and the same? Unbelievable. No, I think you're absolutely right.
I think that they were concerned about like what society would think of them, but nowadays they just don't give a fuck. It's all out in the open.
It shouldn't matter, yeah. It's more just like, you need to just throw out buzzwords.
You know my favourite rhyming name for a politician?
Oh, yeah.
So the whack job American Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth.
He's a Fox News presenter.
Oh, he was a Fox News presenter, and now he's in charge of their entire military. He's apparently an alcoholic, and they call him Pete Keg's Breath.
Keg's Breath.
I think it's brilliant.
Keg's Breath.
Keg's Breath.
That's good, isn't it?
Crazy.
That drums up, the volume of a keg. Like alone is like quite a potent.
Mentioning anyone's breath, it always kind of is quite vulgar, isn't it? Remember that time Talisa was on X Factor and Gary Barlow said she had fag ash breath on TV, on live television. It was so humiliating. She just looked in complete disbelief. Now, I'll point out that that's another word for cigarette in the UK before you start fucking typing.
Seagull.
Jesus Christ.
I got an eagle.
But I found that hilarious because that was live. And she was just like, I can't believe you said Gary Barlow, who's obviously like, you kind of consider him quite a meek, mild member of.
He's a strange guy, Gary Barlow.
And then him getting all feisty with Talisa. Yeah. Oh, that's funny.
It still reminds me of when he's in his vineyard and he did that TikTok.
Yeah.
It's my idea of a lovely day.
Brilliant. A lovely day out, or whatever it is. Yeah. A lovely day out.
Looks like he's strangle holding the cameraman.
And then they ended, that was it. Then it's like, thank you, Gary. Thank you. My idea of a lovely day.
He's a strange guy.
Yeah. Writes a fucking banger though.
He does.
I listen to Smile till I die.
He listens to Smile till you die.
Is it Smile? I can't remember. Is it? Let it smile. Is it Let It Smile?
Let it shine.
Let It Shine. That's the one.
Coming from.
I knew it so well.
I mean, yeah. No,
shine.
Fair.
Shine like a star.
He's got Tom Cruise energy. Like
he does.
He's got like,
he's middle tooth energy, I like to call it.
That's very distinct. It's very specific to Tom Cruise.
My idea of a perfect day.
Yeah.
It's my idea. It's like gritted teeth.
Yeah. Middle tooth energy.
Middle tooth.
Russ has got MT energy.
Middle tooth energy.
Basically, anyone who works really hard is sort of slightly
comes across
odd.
Too friendly.
Yeah, too friendly. Is talented, like is undeniably good at what they try to do.
But it's a bit of a sociopath.
Yeah, sociopath. Exactly. Yeah.
Stephen Mulhern almost gives that.
Yeah, he does, but he's just not successful enough.
He's just not as. Yeah, he's always going to be that Butlins host to me. That's the vibe he gives. But I guess he doesn't really move out of that role, even when he does presenting for other TV roles.
He's found his niche. And
that's his look and that's his style.
He excels at it.
He sticks to
cruise
it.
ship host.
Of course, Butlins is one of the popular
It's got Cruise in it again. That is Middletooth energy. Tom Cruise, cruise ship, Steve Mulhan.
Dear God, yeah, it's all coming together.
Just 2 degrees of separation there.
Fuck. Science.
2 centimeters of
Someone saying
separation.
Jared Leto. Maybe.
I'm not sure he comes across as friendly, though.
What he does well, though.
No, he's not good at what he does, and he's not friendly.
I don't think he's a pull in cinemas anymore.
No, I don't know why they keep. Well, apparently he funded the last film he was in, so that was probably.
He wanted
see.
Tron to happen, did he?
Was it? Was he in a band as well?
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
30 Seconds to Mars.
That's it, yeah. Which is ridiculous. It would take ages to get to Mars.
Or I'm guessing that's based on something, isn't it?
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
That's unrealistic.
So this is definitely the one we did before because I fucked up on this whole loads. Well,
Yeah.
I managed to do it in one hit, and then we
fucking
went
up
around
now.
again, and I fucked up loads of times. So this, we have to do better than last time. I've definitely performed better this time. I'm 41
I ran out of
shots.
shots.
Yep, I'm doing great. 44.
You just
I'm feeling strong.
You did that in 3. That's impressive.
Yeah, no, I know. Really bugged it up the first time. I'm so glad we got second chances, just like in life.
Yeah, everyone gets a second
Right.
chance. I heard.
Do you think life would change for many people if you realised there was just a respawn point?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Do you think you'd be like,
far more like
Have you seen the
reckless.
film Frequency?
I'm afraid I haven't.
You should watch it. It's the kind of film you'd probably quite like.
Is it spelled F-E-R-E-A-K?
No, it's just about how frequency.
Freak.
It's spelled
Frequency.
frequency.
With the
That'd be a
freaky.
very 90s film.
It's a
Yeah.
really good film, to be honest. It's like I say, really good, strong. It's very interesting. It's
It's an
basically
interesting premise, not well executed.
Oh shit, that knocked me
I
back.
don't really know what I didn't like about it, but there was certainly something that I wasn't like, wow, this is revolutionary. I was like, this is
Frequency. I'm trying to remember if I think I may have seen the front cover. Was it blue with a picture of Josh Hartnett on it?
no.
Okay, so he's
Josh
not in that
Hartnett's
film.
not
Okay, well there we go.
It was like a 6.7 for me.
Okay.
Out of
10.
8, 10.
But basically, it's like a scientist has proven that there's life after death. There's a different, there's a thing after death.
Okay, yeah.
And they've done it by like near-death experiences and measuring brain activity and all this sort of stuff. And people start killing themselves because they're like, I don't like this life. I'm going to go and
Give it a
Do a
restart.
soft reset, yeah.
yeah, I'm going to go do a different life. And it's it's
So they had
interesting.
enough evidence that they were happy to do that.
Yeah.
Because I always feel like when you have, there are films that have explored this kind of idea before.
Like the Jamestown
But I feel like you
massacre.
still need to
Another-
really believe
Yeah, that's
before
what,
you pulled the trigger.
that's how
You know what I mean?
cults
Or be
exist.
really miserable.
That's how comes.
Or be really
Or
rude.
both, yeah. combo.
Server hopping.
Server hopping. That's what someone said.
It's a good way of putting it.
It's crazy.
But yeah, it's an interesting film, and it explores that. It's got God, who's that in it?
It's got Josh Hartnett in it.
Doesn't have Josh Hartnett
It's
in
got
it.
oh man, not Josh Hartnett. Kiefer Sutherland.
It might have Keith Sutherland in it.
Let
No,
me,
wait, hold on. Am I wrong in what is Frequency? Josh Hartnett is in the film Frequency, and Dennis Quaid is in it.
Okay.
What the fuck am I thinking about?
So I'm.
Not that movie,
So the
then.
film Frequency has, Dennis Quaid. It doesn't have Josh Hartnett.
Still doesn't have it in.
No.
Okay, it was called.
Jim Caviezel.
Oh, it's called The Discovery.
Oh,
Sorry.
well, that's not even the right film.
I'm
This film
sorry.
is. What is this? The plot of
It ends in
Frequency
CY.
is.
No, wait. Ends in Y.
Through an unnatural set of events, John Sullivan is able to connect with his dead father who lived 30 years prior. However, being able to save his father implies changing the course of history.
Yeah.
Like
so no,
butterfly effect.
it's called The Discovery, and it's got Jason Segel in it.
Jason Seagulls.
Segel.
Say it properly.
Not what's it? Steven Seagal.
It's not spelled like that. Either
Seagal.
of their names are spelled like that. Segel. C-E-G-E-L.
Seagull.
Segel.
I'm saying gull.
I
What
know
are you
you're
saying?
saying gull, and I'm
What
telling
are
you
you
that's
saying?
not right. Segel.
Seagull.
Jason Segel.
Jason sees gulls.
I'm not going to make much headway here, am I?
Jason Kegel exercises.
Jason Kegels.
Kegel. Jason Kegel is much closer to the actual spelling of his name than Seagull is.
Sorry, you're saying Seagull?
No, I'm saying
He
Kegel.
was seeing Kegels.
Yeah. I thought I heard it right. Oh, you went through the terrain. That sucks.
Yeah.
Every time you had to have a peaceful night's sleep, you had to strangle a seagull. Do you think you did it?
So I
Just
wouldn't
Or
have
would you
to
just
sleep.
become sleep deprived?
What's
yeah,
causing
you got to go seek out a seagull.
there's enough seagulls out there.
Is it the seagulls causing the disrupted sleep? Or is it irrelevant?
It's relevant. I thought touching that was important. It's
What,
not.
because you said it says in on it.
Yeah.
You just got to go around the corner, mate.
Oh, I see it. Yeah, no, I see. God, I feel
All
stupid.
the stones are glowing blue.
Don't. I
You
was
got a
doing
second
okay
left.
before this.
Ran out of
Oh,
time.
no, it's not going to be like that.
Yeah, you ran out of time. Sorry.
This is my do-over. This is my frequency. Which we don't learn
You
is
got
not.
the discovery.
14.
And I'm still winning.
Yeah, but if I got nothing,
Yeah, if Trot gets nothing for the
I
next
can't
2
get-
rounds, he's won.
I can't get nothing. It's
You
impossible.
can't. You won't. You won't.
Oh, I hit a
Impossibly.
tiny branch on that tree. God, I'm weirdly aroused.
Oh, fuck. Didn't quite go into the
Oops.
hole. It's very embarrassing.
Easy to not hit the hole first
Oh,
time.
for fuck's sake.
This is a fast windmill.
It's really too fast. I can't predict it. I'm in. I predicted it well. Par.
I think you lucked out. That's what I think.
That's right. So you say you would seek it. You would happily take that on. That's a curse. In order to enlarge your penis, you have to forego. You can't sleep unless you kill a seagull. That's the parameters
I think, yeah.
for the gift of a larger penis.
Lack of sleep is really bad for you, right?
Yeah. So you're like, nah.
So I almost
saying
like
nah.
the insane episode would cause me to kill, and I guess out of everything, seagulls.
Do you think you'd try and breed them so you can just kill them easily? So you
Yeah,
had
or have
like,
one on
you had
hand.
like an aviary. Is it aviary? Aviary?
Avery.
Avery. I'd barely know her. Sorry.
Nice name, isn't it?
I don't know.
Aviary.
Would you call a child
Biscuit.
iOS?
What?
iOS.
iOS?
Like the operating system.
Yeah.
No.
If I was Steve Jobs, I might.
Oh, fuck!
What
I
about
know, you've just found out he's dead.
Steve Jobs is dead.
what about iOS 26?
Yeah, sure. The worst iOS yet.
It's
Yeah.
outrageous. Why would you call your...
What about lightning?
I don't think I'd call a
Six
child
strikes.
lightning, no.
Lightning.
about
That's possible. I mean,
lightning
you call it
connector?
Hunter.
Lightning connector?
Thunderbolt.
Dog's names.
Thunderbolt?
Yeah.
Again,
USB-C.
That could be a dog's name.
USB-C would be a great name
Thunder.
for the third child, wouldn't it?
Thunder? Lightning?
USB-C. Yeah, USB A, B, and C. Or Mini. USB Mini.
What about Face ID?
A dog.
Why are you asking these questions?
I'm just trying to find
A
Where the
name
line
that
is.
you like.
Apple terms that
Yeah.
you could name your child.
I don't want that, though.
What about
iPad Air.
widget?
Widget's
Widget.
quite a good name for a dog.
Widget isn't an... sorry, that does not belong to Apple. I want to point out.
They use
They
them.
don't own that.
They say
They
they do.
use them.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, I thought you was talking about Apple products.
What about-
I call my kid Apple, just like
Apple.
fucking the guy from Coldplay.
Chris Martin.
Chris
What
Martin
about
from Coldplay.
Steve Jobs?
Just call him Steve Jobs, his first name.
First name.
Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs Trot Horton.
I'm just trialing names out,
Too many.
basically.
Yeah, throwing out some...
So none of those are good.
None of those ones are good. I don't think that any of those
All
are
right.
bangers. No.
Android.
Futuristic.
Alphabet.
There's a futuristic element there. Alphabet is a crazy name.
I mean, Alphabet is
Gemini.
probably going to become common because of the success of
I
Wicked,
hate
let's be honest.
that name.
People called their kids Daenerys. Like, you know, pop culture influences idiots, doesn't it? To name their kids stupid things.
What about the name, and this is all hyphenated, Henry Cavill as The Witcher?
that is so long. It's too long.
You think that's too long?
Yeah, I think that's too long of a name.
Where's the hole?
Oh,
at
God.
the
It's that
end, isn't it?
giant portal at the end.
Yeah, yep.
Spoiler alert, it's massive.
I've got to knock it up there.
You really got to go up there.
Oh, I'm in a flap.
No, someone said this is they called their child C-3PO. That is mental.
I think I'm stuck.
That's not a name, that's a serial number. Named after my favorite Asus monitor.
Asus ROG.
Asus 27 ROG
AW.
AW616
This is a weird conversation now.
What, naming your kid after a monitor? Here's a weird conversation. You shouldn't talk about this stuff.
Sorry.
I'm naming mine after Sony A7S III.
My
Oh, it's
favorite
baby
camera.
A7S. Yeah. A7C is coming soon, though.
Is that an APS-C sensor or?
I believe it might. I don't know.
Utterly forgot
No,
myself
they wouldn't
now.
make an
full frame. It's full
A7
frame.
with a
Full frame.
small-
Full frame.
But they're still calling it C. Is that actually true, or did you just make that up?
I think A7C is a model.
Is the shoulder hurting
Yeah.
every day?
Rossi win.
Every day.
Yeah.
79. Hey.
Did way better.
I absolutely smashed my previous one, which you can check out either on members or our channel. I don't actually know where it was. But thanks for watching today's golf with your friends.
I managed to pick most of the bogeys out of my nose during that session.
That's
so
great.
Did you get them all?
2 thumbs up from me.
A
Excellent.
successful yield.
Thank you for watching. See you on the next one.
Gross.
Bye.
Bye.